That's Ko. Why do my clothes have to be covered in blood? Looks like Ko is trying to wash the blood out of his clothes. I wonder if there's something that can get blood out. But with blood-stained clothes, the longer it's in, the harder it is to get out. So then... What is it? Huh? Do you want something? Like this, I can't really say I'm watching you because you're the most suspicious person. You're watching me because you think I'm the wolf, right? Huh? He read my thoughts? Jeez, I may be the most suspicious, and that is completely natural. I too would think and do the same. You said that you lost consciousness in the shower room, right? Yeah. Back then, you also said you heard some sound. What the heck kind of sound was it? Well, that's not really an easy question to answer. I suppose it sounded like someone was running a shower. Shower sounds, that's... But then that journalist ended up in the bathtub. I just know it didn't sound like someone filling a tub up. You know? But how do you know they were using a shower without seeing it? Yeah. When I entered the shower room, the lights were off. And then right away, I was knocked unconscious. I see. You don't believe me? I don't know what to tell you. I'm definitely not the wolf. If you guys execute me, you guys are never gonna escape. His eyes. He's serious. Is he really not the wolf? But all that sounded like a lie. Everybody? How's the investigation? Oh, you scared me. Too bad, but the wolf trial is about to begin. What? But we still don't know who the wolf could be. Well, it's time to come lay everything out in the open at the trial. No way. Let's gather everybody and head to the trial room. Well then, is everybody here? Let's begin the wolf trial. We're really doing this. This majorly sucks. Looks like I'll have to pay attention. Please don't do that electric shock thing again. During the trial, please talk amongst yourself on who the wolf is. And then please pick one person to be executed as a wolf. You say that, but we're really picking one person to die. This is serious. And that's how it is. And then, if you've executed the wolf, a doorway out will open. I look forward to your detective reasoning. And now starts the very first wolf trial. It's really started. Yeah. Yeah, although I'm really hesitant to go first. But if we find the wolf, we'll be able to leave this place. Yes. Well, let's try going over the case for starters. Last night, Maki was dead in a blood-filled bathtub. And at the crime scene, no murder weapon could be found. And then Misaki found the body. When we all heard her scream, we came running to the crime scene. Surely Maki had been stabbed to death by the wolf. And then we immediately knew the true identity of the wolf. Right, Ko. He was found next to the murdered Maki with blood-soaked clothes. Blood from the murder. You're the one who stabbed Maki to death, aren't you, Ko? But I've already explained, I didn't do it. Sure. Show us the evidence that you were not the one who stabbed Maki to death. I mean, if there was that evidence, it still wouldn't help your case. Ugh. Yeah, with conditions like these, that flashy white coat is super sus. I see. Well, I guess it's true. Yeah. Look, everybody thinks you're suspicious too. Admit your guilt, Ko. All that blood all over you is from when you stabbed Maki to death. And all that blood from Maki is evidence that you did it. Maki would have bled a lot. It makes sense that the criminal would have it on them. Then, if we know who the wolf is, shouldn't we just end this trial? Hurry and execute him. Then we can all leave this place. Hold on a minute. There's something about that. During my investigation, we found something interesting. What? The truth is, Maki's cause of death was... The truth? Maki wasn't stabbed to death. Huh? Why would you say something like that? What do you mean? When we were investigating the crime scene, that's when we noticed that Maki's true cause of death was that she had been strangled. Strangled? Yes. When we were inspecting her body, we found a large bruise on her neck left behind. But then why was the bathtub all bloody? Maki's body had also been stabbed, but she wouldn't have bled out from that wound. Then where did all the blood come from? When I looked at the stab wound, no major vessels had been hit. That's why I knew that stab wound wouldn't have been fatal. Ritsu, haven't you been saying I got all this blood on me because I'm the killer? But they're saying Maki's cause of death wasn't by being stabbed. So stop saying I'm the killer. Well, that's... But sure, Maki may not have been stabbed to death, but Ko still could have strangled her to death. And Ko was right beside when Maki's corpse was. I still think you're suspicious. Just work with me. Can I ask something? I also think Ko is the culprit, but... what is it? Sorry. But why is that specific thing? Why? If Ko strangled Maki to death, would he bother stabbing her after? That's what I'm saying. I didn't do it. Now, calm down, Ko. We're trying to find you innocent here. Chie's question, is it really hard to believe? Well, you're right. Chie's question. Why would Ko, after strangling, decided to stab them next? Yes. If we follow that and what Chie is saying, that's 2 blows. Yeah, certainly. Oh, I got it. It was to make sure that Maki was absolutely dead. Huh? It'd be real bad if Maki survived. You were just being careful. This guy's got a bad attitude. He doesn't want to make any mistakes. Just in case. Is that really it? No, I don't think that's it. Huh? Perhaps they did it to hide the cause of death? Hide the cause of death. Yeah. First, they killed Maki by strangling her. And then they put her in the bathtub. And then later, in order to hide the strangulation mark, Maki's stomach was slashed and the bloody water concealed her neck. This way, just by looking at Maki, nobody would question that she'd obviously been stabbed to death with all that blood, right? I see. I also agree with this reasoning. But why would it be absolutely necessary to hide the true cause of death? That's the person who killed Maki? Didn't they want to make it look like Ko was the one who did it? They wanted to frame Ko? Yeah. The killer wanted to hide the strangulation. So they got blood on the unconscious Ko, and then Ko would look like he had gotten blood on him by stabbing Maki to death. So in other words, Ko is not the wolf because he had soaked clothes? Well, yeah. Ha! What the heck are you saying? What kind of reasoning is that? But Ko was found at the crime scene covered in blood and unconscious. Maybe he is the killer.